YouTube, what the crap's going on? HeirofCarthage here, back in Napoleon Total War. We're going to run an Austria historical campaign, which basically just means there's certain areas we're going to capture. It's not going to be like a sweeping domination. I haven't set up a vote just because I didn't really end up with time. I waited too late here at the end of the month, but I've been wanting to do an Austria campaign for a long time on this because, you know, Patchy supposedly came from Austria and all that. And I'm going to put the campaign difficulty up on very hard, but I really don't want to change the battle difficulty to hard or very hard. I was kind of testing it. The AI is just as retarded, but they basically just get buffs to where no matter what type of infantry you have, they outshoot you. Like militia will outshoot your line infantry, and they'll melee in, and all your troops will just rout. Hard may not be that bad, but very hard was just absolutely stupid. If it seems like it's too easy, I'll start turning this up, but I have the campaign difficulty on very hard, which means that basically the AI will get a bunch of economic and military cheats. I really do dislike Total War's AI and the way that the difficulty slider works. I certainly don't like campaigns to just be a raffle stomp, but at the same time, the grind fest that you get and the way that you have to play when you turn it up is very annoying. Anyway, listen to the lady, I guess.
Together with Great Britain and Russia, Austria must deal with the little would-be emperor before he brings all Europe under his yoke. While the Royal Navy protects the seas and limits French trade capabilities, Austrian forces must march on treacherous Bavaria and Württemberg and remind them of their loyalties to the Holy Roman Empire. Meanwhile, Russian forces are mobilized and will march west to support you. At the same time, to the north, Prussia grows stronger every day. As they have remained neutral, you cannot know for sure what they plan to do, and must be prepared for any eventuality. Prussia currently holds Silesia, a former Austrian possession, and they may be planning to bring other German-speaking territories under their control.
Alright, so let's get things started. Let's get the gentleman into the school here. I kind of do want to go ahead and upgrade the school. We need to research poverty control to get the first mission done. We've got this fellow down here. I'm trying to think in terms of... Oh, where's all my different stuff here? Research and technology, list scrolls. Let's go to agents. Okay, we just have the one gentleman and the one spy, so we don't have to worry about that. This town right up here is going to start in trouble. Essentially, we need to start combining troops out here to take on Bavaria and France. So I'll kind of clean out my capital since I don't expect that we're going to take any big hits up there. Let's see, when these guys get there, that'll fill that army up nicely. We do have to capture Saxony eventually. Let's get in on the diplomacy screen real quick and try and make good with Prussia, because we don't want them to become an unnecessary enemy. So we've got a trade agreement. I wonder... Not military access. Let's demand breaking of alliances, joining wars, military access, break alliance. Apparently I can't make an alliance with them. Request alliance, there it is. And service is included. Okay, they have a military alliance with me now. Good. Okay, so we got Prussia on our side. That ought to dissuade Ottoman attacks. We'll leave the Ottomans out of it for now. We are at war with Spain and France, and we've got Great Britain, Prussia, Russia all kind of allied up here. Let's take a look at the minor nations real quick. Denmark is friendly to us. Let's see if we can get a trade agreement with them. We did, and then let's try the same thing with Portugal, who is also friendly with us. Didn't mean to threaten them. Did I threaten them? I don't know what I did to them. Okay, no, we have a trade agreement. I think I threatened them and got the trade agreement. Whoops. Oh well, little threatening, you never know. Goes a long way, apparently. Let's request a trade agreement with Sweden. Okay. So we're all set in terms of trade agreements. We're trading with as many people as we can. Let's take a look at the building browser. There's Venetia. I want to find the spots that will be of most interest to me. We got a construction site in Prague. I'm not really worried about that. All these different sites here. I wish it showed you quickly. Yeah, Napoleon, it doesn't show you these little buildings sometimes when you're looking at the overall view, which can get kind of irritating. Let's put a manufactory up there. Might want to increase our fortifications there because we have the Ottomans to the south of us. Let's go ahead and burn a turn. We're going to need to quickly kind of assert some dominance here in order to keep France and their allies in check. So we'll need to win our first couple of battles, of course. Though France might just kind of weasel past us and take something, we'll just have to be quick to strike back. They didn't do it on this turn. But I'm thinking I'm going to move on Bavaria as quickly as possible. Hurry it up. See how much money we're making. We have quite a few trade agreements. Ottomans are going to declare war on us. Let's call our allies to help. And all of our allies joined, which that's cool. So the Ottomans are going to have some trouble. We got workers on strike over here. We could just recruit a landwehr in there. We made some money back this turn, but not much. So money is going to be scarce for a while, is the certainty there, where the AI will be getting tons of cheats. Let's put these guys in there. That army's kind of in a fortified position. It's in a good spot. France backstabbed Bavaria and took it. So I'm going to try and pin France up here. We should have an advantage here. Let's go ahead and fight this and see if we can take Bavaria, the Battle of Munich, 1805 here. And that'll be one of the victory provinces that we need. I mean, we'll have many more to go, but we'll definitely need to take this. And like I said, if the battle, I've got the campaign difficulty set on the hardest. If the battles just get too boring or something, I'll try setting it up to hard or something. But like, I played the game for a little while just to kind of get a feel for it on the very hard setting, and it was just stupid. Like, I couldn't even enjoy it watching militia, like, outshoot line infantry and charge straight into them and win, and, like, just all kinds of idiotic behavior that was coming on the part of the AI. It was just too much for me to handle. It really was. Let's see. I kind of want... Can you not move unit cards around in here? You sure can't. That's irritating. I do have the camera enabled though, where we can do the unlimited view, which honestly makes this a lot easier. I will zoom up and get you all some close-ups, but I certainly want the high overhead view here. We've got some grenadiers. Let's put them on this flank. We'll run cav heavy over here. Spare bodyguard here. Put our main general back here. The AI is very prone to artillery sniping your general. That is one thing that they very much like to do. Let's see what they've got going on over here. Mostly armed citizenry, though they do have a decent number of Fusiliers of the line, and then their general is in a Chasseur à Cheval. They've got two of those, it looks like. They are going to be the defenders, so we kind of have to move on them. So I'm going to go ahead and push these forces up. Good grief, take long enough. I could group them and move them too, I suppose. It'd be a little bit quicker. I'm going to go ahead and push up though, and then I might just start taking pot shots at their general. Okay, let's actually go ahead and... Can you move these guys? Yeah, good. we can move them better as a group like that. So let's go ahead and do it. Go ahead and run everybody again. AI is trying to stay on the high ground. It's about all they know how to do, and they don't even do that well. I've got a lot of 125 range rifle units, so I should be able to pull the enemy down to me, which would be ideal. Though it's going to give them some cover in those woods that I really would rather them not have. Good grief, this foot artillery is so slow. I'm going to keep it on fast forward for a minute until my foot artillery gets up here, and I'm going to just try and open fire on their general. And look at them just maneuvering around still kind of idiotically. Let's try and reform here and get ready. I think some of these units can drop stakes. Some of my rifles just open fire here on this Fusilier. I'm going to actually just let that artillery open fire on their cavalry unit. That might go ahead and force them to attack. These units are probably not even going to end up being involved in the battle if I don't move them up further. I've got an attack order on that cavalry, but now the cavalry's moving around me. Let's just pull my horsemen back here. Their guys open fire, I think. I don't know if they got any hits. Okay, just open fire on their general or something there. I don't know what world my artillery's taken so long to fire for it. Got plenty of range. Their general is certainly within line of sight. Please fire. Fire, please. They're gonna finally light the fuse. Those guys really had to think about that. And it looks like we accidentally hit one of their infantry units. I'll take that. Let's use the long range here. France is just going to sit on my flank right there with that horse unit. I'm going to move my Landensschützen into position. See if we can get some long range shots on their guys to lure them in. Still have not managed to hit their general, even with 2 cannon units. I'm gonna have to pull back a little bit here. Pull my Landensschützen back a little bit there, and I'm gonna use the canister shot on my artillery. Go into canister shot. Run please. Run please. Okay, the Chasseur Cheval is just going to charge straight into my men. Only took 15 losses doing so and has already killed 40 of my men, so I guess I'll countercharge. I would have hoped that it would have taken more losses than that, but it did not. Let's pull our rifles back to a safe distance. They've skirmished the enemy forward successfully. And let's just go ahead and start closing the gap around some of the enemy units. I'm going to fall back a little bit here with some of my guys. Let's bring this cavalry back over here, and let's put these guys fire at will canister. Toggle it back on to make sure they fire. And AI is just gonna bulldoze all of its armed citizenry straight into me here. Just doesn't really make much sense, but that is what they're gonna do. Somehow their cavalry over here, or no, I thought it was still alive. Fortunately, it is not. Let's see, so their general's taking a lot of canister shot, and their guys over here are being outshot pretty badly. Do you have these grenadiers here, which would probably like this blob pretty good. I'm gonna go into grenade range. Let's see if we can go ahead and get them to throw grenades. They might be in melee. Nope, they're gonna throw grenades. So this poor armed citizenry is gonna get the crap blown out of it there. I say poor armed citizenry, I don't really care that much. Let's go into grenades again. Looks like we're gonna push them back. And I forgot to charge this line infantry over here. So we're going to take these guys out of commission. Yeah, okay, there we go. And over here you can see that their armed citizenry is still trading fire with my Hungarian Fusiliers. Which I find pretty laughable, but it's just because my guys are shooting from long range. It's taken a long time to kill them. Go ahead and start chasing down some of their units here. My cannon's firing canister shot all the way across there. Okay, what are you guys doing? Get up here and shoot them. I mean, well, crap, don't even shoot them. Let's go. The controls and the gameplay just, I mean, they're nice, but it feels very sluggish compared to the newer Total War games for sure. Just get these Hungarian and German Fusiliers to do a melee charge into these armed citizenry. They ought to go down pretty easily, as they should. Wouldn't expect armed citizens to really be able to stand up in a fight against regulars. What do they have over here? Looks like they had one unit that came back from routing its regiment of militia. Apparently they have some units way out here too. And we're what the? Oh man, there's a stupid barricade thing. I wasn't paying attention, and like all my horses hit it and routed. Great. Now I'll probably have to retrain my horsemen. I don't know why my cannons are still firing. They're not even on fire at will. And I've ceased all their orders. I'll do it again. Got all my guys killed chasing their general. Many of them at least. Let's get this cavalry unit up and see if we can get their general. Their general can run over their own things. That's funny. They can go over it, but I cannot. Magic. All we need to do is kill their general. And if we take our artillery, switch them back over to round shot, let's target the enemy general. Okay, enemy general's routed. So we're gonna have a victory at Munich. It's too bad they didn't do more with the city maps on Napoleon. Also, it would have been cool to see some of these cities represented in the game. We're gonna peacefully occupy Bavaria. We need to repair the building there. And let's go ahead and buzz through a turn end real quick. So we've temporarily pushed France back, though it is possible that Napoleon, his troops I think spawn not too far from Bavaria there. He might push on up and help support. Hopefully the Russians will come up and help us. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. It's kind of hard to say with them. Looks like they are pushing towards the front, so that's good news for us. Okay, workers riot. We should be okay. I hired a militia unit there, so I'm thinking things will calm down there. We we have a little bit of money to spend, not a whole lot. Our research is underway. Let's see. Let's check our list here again and just make sure we don't have yeah, okay, the agents in the school. We've got the school upgrading. It's 4 turns until that happens. We got some farms upgrading. We probably need to upgrade to the magistrate in some of these settlements. Gives us a little boost to taxes. It's not going to be huge, but it will be helpful. And let's see, our guys are retraining at a pretty moderate rate here, but they'll be back soon enough, and we did lose that cavalry unit, which is unfortunate. Let's take the army here, take the general out, and run a recruitment. Let's get a Lancer Cav back in here. I know we have some commercial ports that we could upgrade. Might help us. We need to take care of the Ottomans as well. They haven't made any moves yet, but they could be. So we need to be aware of the Ottomans. The Balkans is a region we need to focus on capturing because it's one of our victory provinces. It would be good to make sure we get it rather than maybe, say, Russia or some other of our allies pick it up. Looks like the Ottomans are moving some troops towards me, I think. Building sabotaged. Jeez. Cost me quite a bit of money to repair that. And it was probably the Ottomans. I don't have the money for more armies, and this little French army is there, which is gonna be kind of annoying. I mean, we could train maybe a few more troops, but they probably won't be that many. We got our militia there. We have all these troops that, honestly, these guys probably don't need to be up here. Let's take this army and head down here to Budapest. Bohemia. Let's see what else we can do. This army is just basically guarding the bridges, keeping us from getting overrun there. And we've got some light troops that we can use to our advantage down here as well. Russians have some forces, and we've got this held down over here. Go ahead and use our little bit of extra money to upgrade that. And we've got 4 more turns on the research. Gonna just burn through a couple of these turns. See if we can get an army put together down there to capture the Balkans. That is one of the objectives it's given us for the historical campaign, is the Balkans. We also have to capture Saxony. I think there's one settlement that Russia controls that we have to capture. I would probably want to do that one last and kind of like betray them at the last second and capture it. That would be ideal. Do like the music in this campaign, and the game in general, I should say. Budapest. So they are heading east. So they're south of Transylvania. I don't know what in the world the Ottomans are up to there. This army is very slowly recuperating. I've got the secret society there, and then there's another one right there. Let's see what we want to do. The Kingdom of Italy is at war with us. Let's check out which provinces we need one more time. So let's take a look at the objectives, victory conditions. So we need the Balkans, which is right there. So let's focus on that one. Just get all of our troops together here. Let's recruit some militia to help hold Croatia's population happiness, I guess. They're like, keep them happy. We can upgrade another one of those tax collector to a magistrate. Looks like France might be about to push forward, though they just sent one of those army, and it looks like Russia's probably about to push them. Should be good. If Russia can go up there and get some work done, be helpful because the retraining takes so long, at least for now. Let's see what happens here. Russia is all over the place. Ton of land, a lot of places to move, a lot of walking for those armies. Okay. Looks like the Ottomans are still down there south of Transylvania, but they've left Belgrade open in the Balkans, so if I can get my army together quickly, we should be able to do something about it. Let's take this spy down here and just start spying them out. And we just had another spy recruited as well. I don't remember exactly where my messages go here. Unit recruited, building converted. Okay, well, whatever. If we just go to my list scroll, we can see him. Okay, so he's up in Munich. Let's use that spy over here just to see if we can get any line of sight on the French. The Russians are there. There's a little French force here too. Looks like our guys are nearly retrained here, and we've got our replacement cavalry, I believe, there too. Yeah, we do. So we could just go ahead and push the French back right here. It's giving them much better chances than they deserve. In the auto-resolve, I have no idea why it's giving them that kind of chance. It may be because of the level of general that this guy is, but we're going to fight it regardless. I don't want to auto-resolve it and have to go through another 50 different turns of retraining. That may be the case anyway, but then we'll just see if we can converge on the Balkans. Put both these artillery pieces here in the center. And I'm actually thinking of putting all my rifles right in front of the artillery just to kind of have like a softer center, but a more powerful set of flanks. Put one Hungarian Fusilier to back them up, and then we'll do the AI is not, we're not going to spread very far to outflank the AI everywhere. Okay, let's take all these light infantry and push up to here. I think I'm going to unlimber, and yeah, they're in range, so I'm going to go ahead and open fire on them. Let's get all our guys moved up. Again, we probably don't need to go too crazy with the infantry spreading, just because I think it's going to be easy to I'm going to target the enemy general staff. I don't know that we have the best line of fire, but we're going to give it a shot. Some reason that my cannons just consistently refuse to fire. Look at that, they're just sitting there. How about you just shoot at something? That would be better than nothing. Alright, they're firing. Apparently whatever I'm shooting at, they don't want to shoot at it. Let's get all these guys running. Well, we got that building out of our way. That ought to help with line of sight. Okay, my artillery's firing away. We've got infantry moving up. We got cavalry support. I might go ahead and break off one Lancer cav and go try and get their artillery. It's a 6-pounder horse. My long range is starting to hit the enemy infantry in the center. And my line infantry is going to be there to support. I'm going to fall back in the center and fire from the woods. Okay, my line infantry over here is going to get great shots. A little bit bunched up. Let's bring these grenadiers over here. Run up, and let's go after their horse artillery. I've still got line of sight from the woods, so all my Jaegers are going to be able to fire from the woods and really hurt their Fusiliers of the line. I'm going to just get my cavalry out of the line of fire, so we've wrapped up the enemy pretty hard over here. I'm going to push in the city. I'm going to push forward with my light infantry too. My cavalry is suffering a little bit of morale, but as soon as they hit this artillery, if they can do it without getting shot, I think they'll rout it. No, they're going to get a shot at the very last second. But I think my morale stabilized on contact, so we're good. And over here, their Fusiliers are getting the crap shot out of them. Yeah, the horse artillery's gone. Let's pull these guys up here. Let's actually just take all these guys and... Ooh, that's a grenadier regiment. We still should be able to mop them up in melee pretty easy. Their Fusiliers are charging into melee over here. I'm going to pull this unit back because there's one of their units rallying back into the battle. Let's push our own guys through this breach. Their grenadiers are going to go down, and I'm going to try and charge their general. This unit will be ready to turn and put fire down on those Fusiliers of the line. Let's actually charge this unit of Fusiliers of the line. So here comes my Lancer cavalry from behind. Should break the French morale there. And if their general dies, it ought to break extremely quick. Let's just go ahead and bury all our men in melee over here. This unit here has gotten a chevron, which is nice. Let's check out a little bit of the fight over there. Definitely looking nice. Why do we have the huge radar map?
We have killed their general, sir.
Okay.
Now they must break.
Yeah, they will break. That's for certain. Down to only 13 on my Lancer cavalry, but that's okay. We had a pretty clean victory there. Not really a ton of losses. So let's end the battle. It's going to be a heroic victory, supposedly. I don't really see how. It seemed like it was a pretty obvious victory to me, but we got rid of the French there. Let's go ahead and put the manufactory in there. Take these guys back into town. Let them do some retraining. Does this help with enables replenishment? So maybe that building will help with replenishment. I don't know. So it looks like we got our guys together at Budapest, so we can actually push on Croatia. Or not Croatia. We can push on the Balkans. We're gonna go try and hit Belgrade, however it's pronounced. Wow, the British have like tons of little 2-unit stacks up there that they're... Don't know what in the world they're doing with them, but really thinking about it. AI is so weird whenever it has like all the little tiny stacks. Kind of glad they changed that in Attila and Rome to where they have to have a general or something. Just kind of makes more sense. We'll kind of wait to just see what, if anything, the Ottomans do. Wow, the Russians are all over the place too. I need to turn off the CPU moves because it's taking forever. Okay, we have our army here. It's not a particularly good one, but it's an army. And Belgrade is unguarded. We can just probably put a couple of landwehr up here to try and settle the population down. Got a landwehr there. It seems to work fairly well where the population is slightly unsettled. One more turn and we finish the poverty law controls. +1 to repression in all areas. May not hurt to get some of this other stuff done there. So the French still have some units back here, but they've been beaten back a little, and it looks like Russia's gonna push through down here, which could be nice for me. And we can march on Belgrade on the next turn. I might go ahead and just end the turn to see if we can go ahead and accomplish that. I'm not making hardly any money, even though I've got a lot of trade agreements. Yeah, we may have to turn off the CPU moves. It's starting to drive me crazy watching them do that every time. Especially with Britain doing what they're doing up here. Talk about annoying. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different armies up there that all have like 2 units in them. I'm guessing that's Admiral Nelson that just cleared up that trade lane based on the number of stars I saw above his above the fleet. Alright, getting close to the end of the turn here. Come on, fellows. What's the Kingdom of Italy doing way up there? Ottomans just keep moving troops to the east. I don't know if they're fighting Russia over there or if they're having a party or what. But if they leave Belgrade unguarded, which they basically have, they're going to end up paying for it here, because I'm going to capture it. Further the restoration. So we got 2,000 as a reward to workers are on strike in Hungary. Let's see. Recruitment. Okay, we got the landwehr training, and they're no longer mad there, so we can probably just stop recruiting that other landwehr. Still got my spy headed over that way just to see if we can spy out what the Ottomans are up to. And we can attack the Ottomans here. Pretty much all they have is armed populace and peasant levy. Some kind of militia. I'm going to... well, we can't demand that they surrender, but I can auto-resolve this one probably. So that'll give us 2 provinces towards our overall victory objectives. Since we started, we've got Bavaria and we've got the Balkans. So let's take a look again at our objectives. So we got the Balkans. We still need to get Flanders and Wallonia, Silesia, this one from Russia that I can't pronounce to save my life. It's right there. So we have to take that one, and then we also have to have Saxony, which is here, and northern Italy, which is here. So we'll capture those, and of course, if you all want to see me take the campaign further, we can. We have to have 25 total regions, including those 8, so we're obviously going to have to capture a few other regions as well. I'll see you all back here next time on the campaign. Hope you're enjoying it so far. HeirofCarthage signing out for now.